Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Acid Spitting Emu, and welcome back to Joe Devers Lone Wolf. Now, I may have occurred a slight issue. I recorded an entire episode earlier this morning, as a matter of fact. Finished out the last of the chapter 2 in Act 2, and we're now on Chapter 3 in Act 3. Unfortunately, when I recorded it, it turns out that it didn't record for some reason. I'm not sure why. Sometimes when you're recording off the PlayStation, it has a tendency to mess up a little. And what's bad about that is that this game here, it does not have where you can save other files so that you can go back and you can replay what you've missed if you're recording and it doesn't record, or something happens with the recording or something like that. So basically, I went through an entire portion of the game, and you guys are going to miss out on it. And it was actually a really cool portion. I attacked the chasm instead of taking the bridge with Leandra. And basically, I blew up an avalanche of snow using the Chianti Power Cube. The snow avalanched down onto the camp of Dracarim and Gaiax and wiped out a large portion of them. And then I had a huge fight with some Dracarim and some Gaiax and another one of the big crocodile lizard things. I can't remember what they're called at the moment. But, yeah. Then Leandra found us here, and she informed us of why her father is so dead set against her using the Chianti Power Cubes. Basically, when they found the Chianti chamber in the old Hot Springs mine, she took one of the power cubes and began studying it. Well, one of the neighbor children snuck into her house, and thinking that it was just a toy that she was inventing, he took off with it, and before he could even make it out their back door, the Chianti Power Cube exploded in his hand, and it killed him. And of course, she was very upset about it, but she does not want to let his death go in vain, so she continued the study. And she eventually ended up creating the prototype, which also, unfortunately, it has fallen into enemy hands, and that's what we're currently trying to get back. But we have now made our way, or found our way, across the chasm, and we are going to continue on with the storyline from here. The night is still young, and you must push on. Your muscles ache with combat fatigue, but you dare not stop to rest. The main enemy outpost is nearby, and once you find it, perhaps you will also discover the way to Vitag. Whatever lies ahead in the northern area of the sunken forest, you vow to face and defeat it. Alright, now, for a little while here, I want to start focusing more on my dexterous actions and things like that, because we need to build up our stamina. One thing that I did discover in that last battle, I'm running out of endurance way too fast in fights. I now have 4,200 hit points, 4,200 health, but I have very, very little endurance. I only have 1,850, I believe, and I'm running out of my actions way too fast. I need to have probably at least 2,500 by this point in the game, and I'm just lacking on my endurance, so I need to start doing some dexterous actions so that I can start getting my endurance back up. Alright, but let's go ahead and we'll head on up here and write our story. You discover a tall pine that has shed most of its foliage, leaving its branches bare. It is an easy task to climb this tree. As soon as you clear the canopy of the surrounding forest, you study your surroundings. To the northwest, you see the ominous outline of Vitag perched on the rim of the crater. Its grim silhouette chills your blood. You can trek directly towards the enemy fortress in the hope of finding a passage in the cliff wall that will enable you to gain entry, or you can explore the eastern area of the sunken forest. There you may find clues and information that will help you to fulfill your mission. Alright. So, we can head straight to Vitag, or we can start exploring the area around the sunken forest. So I think we're going to head... Whoop, get back up there. We're going to head this way at first. You reach a small clearing that is dominated by a large mound of ancient snow-covered debris. You climb to the top of the mound and you are treated to a moonlit view of the sunken forest to the north of the chasm. In the ashen light, you can see Vitag perched on the northwest rim of the crater. It is a chilling sight. You can head directly towards the enemy fortress, which is obviously the most direct approach, or you can choose to explore the eastern area of the forest and look for another way to reach Vitag, which is pretty much, I thought, what we were doing. Alright. So here, well, not the Bronin Mines, up here, we have the Northern Drakarim Outpost, or we have a Deserter's Hideout. So let's go ahead and I want to head to the Deserter's Hideout. I want to see what's in there. The Drakarim Outpost sounds like a dangerous place. Uh-oh, we've run into a battle on the way there. It's fine, it's probably nothing too god-awful dangerous. Hopefully it's not a Gorgaz. Alright, what do we have here? A single Drakarim. Easily taken. Well, given that he doesn't call an army of other Drakarim with him, that is. Which apparently he's going to call some Gaiacs at the very least. Alright. So let's get to taking them down. We'll start out with increasing our weapon skills. And take on the Drakarim warrior. One more attack, given that it hits, should take him out. Come on, take him. Yes. Alright. Well, it would have taken him out anyway. Let's see. We'll embed a dagger in all these guys. I only have 3, so... And that should just about have the Drakar warrior dead. I don't want to waste my last action on him. Why can I not pull up my magic? That's crazy. Anyway, I guess we have no choice. We want him dead before he has a chance to hit us. And deal some pretty massive damage. Alright. And let's see. We'll go on into this. There we go. Now he'll probably try to attack us as well, the other one. Ah, he didn't have time. Alright. So I should be able to take the first one out pretty easily, just by using that. And now let's see if we can finish the other one off quickly as well. Run him through. Alright. And I don't too terribly much mind running into battles on the way to where I need to go. I found some more throwing knives, that's always handy. Because I can always collect some treasure. Alright. So now let's continue to head forth. To the deserters' hideout. And hopefully we won't run into another battle on the way. Ah, storyline. You happen upon an area that is devoid of trees, where the broken remnants of a Shianti temple parapet lie embedded in the stony topsoil. You can hear the sound of Drakarim voices coming from beyond a mound of snow-covered debris. You move a little closer so that you can eavesdrop on their conversation. You learn that they are Shadlizog, the military police of the Drakarim army. They have been sent on a mission to find a group of army deserters. They suspect they are hiding in a nearby cave, and they are looking forward to finding and giving them a summary execution. Their cruel laughter sends a chill down your spine. Alright. The Drakarim are not after you, but you prefer to deal with them nonetheless. The Drakarim may reveal precious information, so that you remain hidden and listen. Let's see. I don't have that one, so we'll go ahead and we'll do this. You continue to eavesdrop on their conversation, and you learn something that makes you smile. These Drakarim... Would you quit? Dang it, there we go. These Drakarim know that you are somewhere in the sunken forest. In Gaiak, they call you Akiyamaz, Lone Wolf. They are more than a little frightened of your Kai powers, but they would rather be hunting for you than looking for cowardly deserters. One of the Drakarim leaves the others. He makes his way around the mound, desperate to answer a call of nature. He is lost in his thoughts, and you try to sneak away while he is distracted. Unfortunately, he glimpses your movement. In an instant, he recovers his weapon and shouts a warning to the others. Akiyamaz! Doknaj! Lone Wolf, he is here! With your hiding place now discovered, you have no choice but to fight these Drakarim. You dare not let them escape to raise the alarm among the enemy troops. Alright, sounds like we have some more Drakarim to take care of. Just two more, shouldn't be too big of a problem. And my endurance is now fully restored. We'll go ahead and we will use our weapon skill. And we will start laying the smackdown on these guys. Alright. We'll go ahead and... Uh-oh, we got another one coming. That's okay. We'll go ahead and we'll take this one on out. And now we'll start focusing on the big one in the middle. Shit. I was afraid of that. Kip up real quick. And... Ah, he's hitting me. Go figure. Alright. So I do not have... Let's see... I can go ahead and I can throw some daggers at him real quick here, I believe. You. And because I have plenty of magic here, let's go ahead and we'll use our Summer Sword. And do this and that. Deal some fairly decent damage to the lot of them here. And we will go into defensive mode. I don't know why my stamina is recovering so quickly though, it's kinda weird. I'm not gonna complain, it's pretty nice. Now let's see. We should be able to finish this one off pretty easily right here. And deal some pretty good damage to the last one here. Yes, finish him off as well. I love the kill shot animations. They're really awesome. Alright, let's see what they left us. Meat soup, some superior crossbow bolts, explosive bolts, Volco blackberry tincture, and Kai bread. We'll go ahead and take all that. You emerge from the trees onto a forest trail and discover several tracks partially covered with snow. On closer examination, you determine that they were made little over 24 hours ago. From what you have recently overheard, you suspect these tracks were made by Drakarim deserters. You push on into the forest, and soon you happen upon a wide strip of frosted shale, devoid of vegetation. You follow the tracks all the way to the cliff face, where the area is littered with broken boulders. High above, perched upon the edge of the cliff, you catch a chilling glimpse of Vitag in all its unholy glory, silhouetted against the moon. It chills your blood to be so close to the enemy fortress. It also makes you wonder why the Drakarim have come here, of all places, to evade their pursuers. Perhaps the deserters were trying to return to the Darklands, the first stage of a long and dangerous journey back to their distant homelands. Or maybe they simply ran out of places to hide and decided to stop here to await their fate. In either case, they may well have inadvertently indicated a way for you to get into Vitag. Carefully, you scour the area along the base of the cliff for any sign of an entrance to the fortress. Your search does not bear fruit. The cliff wall is sheer, and there are no tunnels, stairs, or mechanical winches by which to reach the cliff top. You are about to give up searching when suddenly your pulse begins to race. In the middle distance, you can see the dull glint of a metal gate set into the base of the cliff wall. It is a secret passage to Vitag, or a place of refuge for the Is it a secret passage to Vitag, or a place of refuge for the Drakarim deserters? There is only one way to be sure. You hurry towards the gate and examine its dull black iron surface. To your surprise, you find that it is held secure by a simple lock plate. Alright, I think I am going to try to pick this lock, because I believe that is a dexterous act, and it will boost my endurance a little at the end of the chapter. Alright. A little more. Dang it. Alright, so we need to go. There we go. Beyond the gate, you discover a rough-hewn passageway strewn with woodsman's tools. It leads to a small chamber that is lit by a small candle perched atop an overturned wheelbarrow. To your surprise, you find a solitary Drakar sitting on the floor nearby. His head is slumped forward, and he is nursing a bottle of Helgajog. It is a notoriously harsh liquor distilled in the Drakarim homelands, and the chamber reeks of its heady aroma. The Drakar is too drunk and dejected to pose any immediate threat. He seems completely oblivious to your identity and the deadly danger you pose to him. It may be that he has mistaken you for one of his companions, or that you are simply beyond his focus. You keep your weapon in hand just in case, as you attempt to coax him to part with some useful information. You console the deserter and urge him to vent his despair and frustration. Another swig of Helgajog loosens his tongue, and he becomes very talkative. Although much of what he said is slurred or indecipherable, you understand enough of his Gaiac speech to learn that he was part of an attempted mutiny that took place at a large Drakarim encampment in the forest. A rival Drakarim captain, with an old score to settle, mustered half the camp. He tried to kill the commander and take over the outpost. The deserter blames his leader for the disastrous failure of the coup. Unfortunately for them, a Gorgaz was carrying out a surprise inspection of the camp when the revolt started, and it made short work of the mutineers and their luckless captain. Red Fang is the name of the Gorgaz that slaughtered the mutineers. The drunken Drakkar considers himself lucky to be one of the few that escaped its deadly rage. You encourage the Drakkar to tell you more about the Gorgaz called Red Fang, another gope of Helgajog, and you soon learn that Red Fang is the highest ranking of all the enemy troops operating in the sunken forest. It has a base in the northeast, where it is stationed to defend a huge Chianti portal. The raiders that assaulted Rockstarn entered the sunken forest via this great gate. The Drakkar says that beyond the gate is a network of ancient tunnels that lead all the way to the stronghold of Vitag. You allow yourself a wry smile at the drunken Drakkar's expense. His careless talk has confirmed that you must go the way you must go in order to complete your mission. Time has come to leave, but first, you must decide what to do with this inebriated deserter. Alright, you don't know if it's pity or disdain that drives you, but you mean to leave him be. You can't take the risk of leaving the Drakkar alive. I'm not going to murder him. There's no sense in it. He's too drunk to pose any kind of threat. You decide to leave the Drakkar untouched. His fate is sealed. It is only a matter of time before the Drakkar military police find and execute him. You turn to retrace your steps along the passageway, but the way out of the chamber is blocked by two Drakrim. It is only now that you realize that the drunk Drakkar was not as drunk as he seems. He leaps to his feet and laughs gruffly as he unsheathes his sword. Orgadak Agor, stupid human, he sneers. Not only has his convincing performance saved his life, but it has bought time for his companions to return to the chamber and kill you. The information you learned from the Drakkar may well be true, but it will be of no use to you if you are slain by these cunning Drakrim deserters. Well, I guess the big dumb Drakkar are a little smarter than you think they are. Alright, we don't master that. Try to take advantage of your enemy's overconfidence, or you have no other option than to fight, and you launch yourself against the Drakrim. Well, that seems a very fist-type move there instead of the thinky-type move. So we try to take advantage of our enemy's overconfidence. You have underestimated the guile of this deserter, but he is now making a similar mistake with you. Swiftly, you leap at the grinning Drakkar and grab his bottle of Helgajog. Then you smash it on his head, dealing him a flesh wound that is peppered with glass. The sudden pain wipes the disdain from his face in an instant, but the other Drakrim are on you before you can fully regain your balance. Uh-oh. Well, at least we know for a fact we don't have to fight a Gorgaz in this battle. Alright. We are charging. Kip up. This could end very poorly if I'm not careful. Oh, he's restoring his health. They're all bleeding, so... or at least that one is. So that's some advantage anyway. Let's go ahead and we will use our weapon skill. And start taking the big guy in the middle out. Let's see if I can now hit him with this. Yes. Alright, the big guy is gone. And we can start working on the other ones. Alright, let's... should we... yeah, we might as well. Deal some pretty massive damage to him anyway. And... yes. Alright, that left one almost completely dead, so that's pretty nice. And we will go into defense mode. take this one out. We gave him the chance to live anyway. That was a chance that he did not want to accept. Oh well, at least we tried. Alright. So let's see what these guys have left us. Superior crossbow bolts. Got some more throwing, or a throwing knife anyway. Another tunnel sweeper, so that's nice. Keep forgetting to equip those to my belt. I need to go ahead and do that. You step away from the bodies of your foes and look around the chamber. There is only one exit, the passageway by which you entered. You leave in haste and emerge onto the rock-strewn ground at the base of the cliff. You are mindful of something the Drakkar said, that Red Fang the Gorgaz was tasked with guarding a large portal to the east, a gate that gives you access to the Chianti tunnels. The Drakkar's tale may have been a deliberate fiction, but nonetheless, it is a lead you feel impelled to investigate. Alright, so now we have that up there. But I think I want to head back here for a moment. Another battle along the way. Damn it. They're trying to kill us. Hopefully no Gorgaz. Please, no Gorgaz. Couple of more Drakkar I can handle, but no Gorgaz. Couple of Drakkar. Oh, a Drakkar and a Gaiac. Very well. I can definitely handle that. Go ahead and we'll drink a quick healing potion here. And we will start dealing some damage. Finish these guys off here really quick. Yes. Really good damage there. You know these Drakkar will eventually learn to quit tempting their fates with us. You'd figure the Gaiacs would as well. Alright. We'll go into defense mode here. That way if he attacks while we're defending... he's drinking a potion. That's fine. Go ahead and finish him off. Oh, maybe not. He dodged. Sneaksy little Gaiac. There we go. Now let's see what they left us. Another throwing knife, and a Duranese leather pouch. Very nice. Got another Hakkar. So we'll take all that. I believe that Duranese leather pouch is going to give us even more carrying space, because I don't believe we had a Duranese leather pouch. So that's very nice indeed. We'll go ahead and we'll talk to the merchant here. Want to sell some stuff off real quick. Let's see. Put stuff in our stash first as well. Go ahead and put that in there. Wait, is that not the same stuff? That's steel. And I'm pretty sure that's steel. Oh, I bet that's hardened steel, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, we'll put that there then. Yeah, we also upgraded our backpack last time in the last episode, and that gave us some more room to carry some stuff. So yeah, we got the Duranese leather pouch here, so that did give us some more room to carry stuff in, so that's pretty nice. Let's see, what else do we have to put in there? Doesn't look like anything at the moment, so we can go ahead and sell all this stuff that we don't need, like the crossbow bolts. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. The tainted bolts, which are worth 25 apiece, so that's pretty nice. We can sell this Kai pouch now because we no longer need it. And it looks like we have a few Kai pouches we could sell. We can sell this Hakar. Let's see. We have these superior crossbow bolts that we can sell. And we're up actually to quite a nice amount of coin now. Let's see. We have another Kai pouch we can sell? Surely not. Let me look back at my inventory here. Yeah, we have one here that we don't need. And another one there that we don't need. Wow. Taking up a lot of room in our inventory for nothing. So let's go ahead, get rid of these guys. And head back up here. Get rid of this guy. Alright. Now, what else do we have? We can get rid of the explosive bolt. It sells for a pretty good amount of money. Alright. So yeah, I think that'll do for now. Excuse me. Man, I think I'm coming down with something. Anyway. Go to buy and let's see what they have. Let's check out their rings and stuff, maybe. Nah, don't really need it. We could get this, which is even better than what we already have. But nah. Now, unfortunately, they do not sell steel. The lowest they sell is hardened steel, so that's not doing us any good as far as upgrading our equipment. Because in order to upgrade Hakar to the 3rd level, we need one more steel and a superior leather. So, we could go ahead and we could repair it, which I think we're going to do. Yes. And, go back. Our adjudicar is fine, but again we need more superior leather and more steel for that as well. What about our superior knives scabbard? We need 3 superior leather. I'm pretty sure they sell superior leather. And that would give us +1 dexterity and +4 intelligence, so that would be pretty nice. Let's see if they sell superior leather real quick. See, how can I upgrade this as well? I probably could. 3 of the finest leather, that would give me 16 slots. So that would be pretty nice. But let's see if they even sell superior leather here. Finest leather, they do not. We would have to go back to the mines to buy the superior leather, so. Alright, I guess that solves that then. We'll go ahead and we'll rest. There we go. You open your eyes, feeling reinvigorated and ready to get back to your quest. Time is of the essence, and you can't waste any. Alright, now let's head on to the map here. And we will head on this way. And pray that we do not run into any more battles along the way. Like I said, I generally don't mind running into battles on the way, but yeah, enough is enough. Alright. You push deep into the darkening forest, heading northeast. The moonlight is obscured by the thick canopy of pine branches, and the surrounding shrubs and bushes become harder to avoid in the inky darkness. Suddenly a scream pierces the night. It is the fearful cry of a young woman. It is Leandra, and she is in trouble. You hear distant growls of the enemy, and they galvanize you into action. You turn in the direction of Leandra's plaintive scream, and hurry as fast as you can through this difficult timberland. You know that she has brought this upon herself, but you feel compelled nonetheless to go to the aid of this feckless girl. Alright, I do not master that discipline. Try to draw the attention of Leandra's captors, or hurry towards Leandra, hoping for the chance for a clear shot. Let's try this. And there we go. Alright. You hurry in the direction of Leandra's cry, praying all the while that it is not too late to save her. A group of Drakrim and Gaiaks surround Leandra. She is being held firmly by a Drakkar, and she is being taunted mercilessly by the gathered Gaiaks. Leandra and her captor are standing side on to your position, and you have a clear field of fire at the Drakkar, but you must take your shot quickly before the others spot you. Your missile arcs over the head of the patrol and strikes the Drakkar in the temple, killing him instantly. Leandra senses that you have slain the Drakkar, and she draws her crossbow from beneath her cloak. Her movements are unusually clumsy, and you fear she has been wounded. You shout to her, urging her to get away and seek cover in the dense forest. For once, she seems to take heed of your good advice. The oncoming patrol is now fully aware of your presence, and they seize the advantage. Quickly, you draw your hand weapon and step forward to meet their determined attack. Boss music. What? What just happened there? That was odd. Alright, let's go ahead and start wearing this guy out then, I guess. Must have been one that Leandra attacked, but I didn't figure he would be so low on health. That's kind of weird. Or maybe that was the one I shot in the temple, but I thought he'd die instantly. Very strange. Oh, seems like we have a full party again. Alright. Let's do this. Weapon skill. And I'm gonna go ahead and use this. Start rebuilding my stamina here. And deal some damage to them as they attack me. Alright, we will go ahead and use this on the big guy here. Ah, hell. Kip up real quick. Hate it when that happens. Fine, dodge this. And just for good measure, take a crossbow to the face. Or a throwing dagger anyway. Can't use it again. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. That should take him down. Yeah, this is by far one of my favorite magics to use. It gives you a chance to basically freely attack every enemy on the board here. So, it's pretty useful. Now we will use this. Which will stun him. Which is very handy since we are almost completely out of stamina and can't use any more attacks this round. So that means there's only going to be one who's liable to attack us. There we go. Because the other one will be stunned the whole time. Ah, the other one is defending, that's fine. Should be able to take him out with this, I believe. Yeah, there we go. Now let's see if we can break his defense. There we go. And he is now stunned, so should be able to finish him off fairly easily here. Run him through with the Summer Sword and end the battle. Alright. Well, that was a little challenge. See what we got. Oak Larnama bread, another Duranese leather pouch, very nice. Some more explosive bolts, and Floroa fungi tincture, take all. As the last of the Drakrim patrol falls to your fatal blow, you rush across the clearing and enter the trees at the place where Leandra escaped. Her fresh tracks in the snow are easy to follow, and soon you catch up with her. She has stopped to dress a wound in her upper right arm. At first she is startled by your sudden appearance, but she breathes a sigh of relief when she sees it is you, and not a Drakkar that has found her. You're going to be very direct. Leandra has to take her responsibilities. You know how unnerving Leandra can be, but you try to be reasonable. Reckless or not, the girl is injured. You call for your healing powers to aid her. Yeah, she's a little bitch, but she does need to be healed. You ask Leandra her permission to look at the wound. She agrees, and you are relieved to find that it's just a flesh wound. It was caused by an untainted blade. It appears the Drakrim wanted to interrogate her thoroughly before putting her to the sword. You use your Kai discipline of healing to seal the wound in her arm and cleanse the flesh. She seems grateful for this, and she allows herself a rare smile. Although I'll continue to make my own direct decisions, I feel I at least owe you my thanks. You ask Leandra why her prototype is so important that the Dark Lords would send their troops across the border with orders to find and steal it. You are aware that my prototype harnesses Chianti power, and you have seen what the cubes can do for good and for ill. The enemy must have learned of my work from a spy, but they made a wrong assumption. They mistook my work for my father's. I believe they thought my prototype was constructed wholly of Bronin, which explains why they looted all the Bronin they could find. It makes my blood boil that they don't even understand what they have in their hands. But how was I to know that the enemy would launch an attack on the village just to steal my invention? I can't believe that I am the cause of their attack. Yet, if that's true, I refuse to stand aside and do nothing, and allow the Dark Lords to misuse my invention. I had no intention of getting captured. All I want is to make a difference. It does not seem likely that Leandra will change her ways anytime soon. Nevertheless, you have to admit, she has already done more than you could have ever expected from her. Well, at least you can count yourself lucky that I was exploring this part of the forest, you say, with admirable restraint. I have discovered a passage to Vitog lies in the east. There is a grand portal which is guarded by a powerful Gorgaz. I intend to make my way there directly. If you sincerely wish to help me, you can, but you must act more responsibly from now on. Leandra looks you in the eyes, unblinkingly. She nods her assent, and pulls herself easily to her feet. You sense she is much invigorated by the effects of your Kai healing powers. Alright guys, I am going to go ahead and end this one here. Next time we come into this, I guess we'll be taking on a big old red Gorgaz named Red Fang to try to get into the passage that leads to Vitog. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave me a like and subscribe. But ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful day. Later.